Hello, everyone. What surprises me or challenges my thinking after reading chapter 7 and the resources provided? Um, Curriculum has always been a little frightening to me because it's such a large concept with so many hands in the pot and is said to be or assumed to be proven to work, so that if I am not completely understanding it, adapting it, and implementing it in the right way, it is also easily to be said that I am not doing my job or not doing it well. I find it nebulous, and I find that it can be a source of manipulation in any direction. Like if someone were to say, "Here's your job, now do this curriculum," and then for some reason they find some nuance of it that I did differently, then I am at fault and maybe in jeopardy of losing my job. So, yeah, curriculum has not, and traditionally for me, has not felt like something that's been helpful. After reading the chapter, it does validate what I've thought about and have had, excuse me, professional development on before, and that curriculum really needs to consider, or instead of considering what's traditionally been done, this is what they need to study to be a music student, and this is what they need to pass, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and that being unchanging. It needs to be more focused on what are the real life applications to the outcomes of this curriculum with the students, these students who are in front of me or who are in front of me. I got to look that up. And so I like the fact that in this section of multiculturalism, how it's so funny how you can say it's kind of like I don't see color, how it actually can be used to continue the problems in curriculum that are racist or only seems to continue the thoughts and ideas of the dominant culture that has constructed the curriculum. When you actually use the terms multiculturalism, this is multiculturalism, this is what we're doing, and that's multiculturalism, when it really is only probably picking specific things that have been deemed multiculturalism and not things that are responsive to actually who or the cultures that are in the classroom, and continuing to reinform and evolve it and grow it, so that it's not some stoic thing that's done and then we are validated. Something like Black History Month. Oh, Black History Month, we do what we do then, and boom, we're now multicultural minded. We're now doing what we're supposed to do. Challenging for me mostly is, always has been, that the ideas are so large. Developing curriculum and developing responsive curriculum to who's in front of me each year. Like, how much time do I have to do that between the time the kids show up or the students show up and the time I need to start instructing? Now, some of the chapter did inform that part of the class that the exemplified teachers mentioned was to inform the curriculum, by engaging the students about what they needed, what their identities are, and how they saw music, and et cetera, and then coming back with responsive learning targets or activities. Again, time and practicality is how I feel challenged about that. When do I have time to do that after coming off of teaching 5 classes from 7:30 to 4, maybe doing an after school rehearsal for the musical, and then maybe even going to my choir rehearsal at church, which is obviously optional, or is it, because it does pay bills, and then coming home tired and coming back to the school the next day, seeing the kids the same kids the next day. When do I develop this wonderfully responsive curriculum that should be implemented, that should be evolving, that the kids do deserve? That's what I come away feeling. These are wonderful ideas, and I wish that the book also talked about the practical implementations, how to do it, the step by step. Give me a lesson on how to do it, how it works from whatever time, August, whatever, through the end of semester in January. The steps, maybe the pacing guide, maybe And the other thing is, while you're doing that, are you also taking away from the learning of the content, which is in the choir or band, orchestra, is exemplified by rehearsal time, which is class. But those are questions I have, and that was chapter 7 for me.